Hey guys, so I saw this look on the 100, and if you guys haven't seen that, you should watch it. And so I decided to recreate it with my own little twist. So if you guys like it, continue watching this video. So now I'm just combing out my 2 to 3 day old hair. Just preferably don't use freshly washed hair. And I'm just kind of clipping off this top section for the fishtail braid. And then I'm just gonna add in some dry shampoo, and it's just gonna help with the oil. And so I'm just gonna clip that out of the way, and then I'm just gonna section off a piece for the side braid. And depending on how thick or thin your hair is, that's how big the braid's gonna be. I have thinner hair, so I kind of didn't want to grab too big of a section but not too small of a section, so it's kind of hard, and I just kind of wanted to make it as straight of a line as possible. Once you've kind of picked out your piece, you're gonna want to clip the rest of the hair back. So now if you wanted, you could just do a regular 3-strand braid and then clip it up, but I decided to kind of practice a French braid and kind of show you guys how to do it. So basically what I did was just kind of did a regular 3-strand braid for I guess 2-3 times, and then once I got comfortable with it, I kind of added a little chunk to the top piece and then pull the middle piece over that, and then grab a little chunk on the bottom piece. There we go. And then pull the middle over that, and that's basically what you're gonna do with all the hair. And then once you've grabbed all the hair, you're just gonna continue braiding a 3-strand braid. It's up to you how far you want to braid this. I decided to kind of stop halfway and clip it up, but you could just braid this all the way down. I think it's because I didn't have a hair tie, so I was like, oh, I don't want to braid it all the way down and not know what to do with it. So I decided to actually just kind of braid till about where my ombre started, I guess, so about there, and then I just clipped it up. I would suggest to use 2 clips. I kind of was lazy with it and just used 1, kind of just to pin it there and kind of position it more after. So now that you've done with the braid, you're going to want to put your hair down. And I'm just making sure the braid's in a good spot. So you're going to want to grab this 19mm barrel. It's up to you what barrel you want, but that's the one I'm using. And I'm just going to put some heat protectant spray into my hair. And if you guys have seen the show, please let me know what you think of it. I saw this look on Octavia, and I just definitely wanted to recreate it, and I decided to add some curls because I like curls. And so now I am just gonna actually fix this braid. It kind of fell out a bit. In hindsight, I would have definitely done the braid after the curls. I just thought it would be better to do it before. It didn't really work out that way, so I would definitely suggest to do it after if you're gonna kind of do it how I am, where you're gonna clip it up. So I'm just gonna pull about a section to a section and a half and kind of wrap it flat against the barrel and away from my head. Did I say section and section and a half? I meant an inch to inch and a half section. And so you're just gonna hold it there for about 10 seconds and then put it in your hand for a little bit and then let it down. It's up to you how long you want to hold it on the barrel and in your hand. That's just how I decided to do it today. If you guys watch my other tutorials, I kind of do it differently, so completely up to you and how your hair is. This one, I didn't want my curls to be too curly. I wanted them to be tight, but not, I don't know how I'm trying to explain this, but that's just how I wanted my curls to look. If you can kind of see them in the video, that's how I wanted them to look. I don't know how to explain it too well, but basically you're going to want to do this to the rest of your head. And once you're finished with everything on your head, you're actually going to move on to the fishtail braid. So I'm really sorry, but I had no idea how to position myself in a way you guys can see it. So I tried. As you can see, I tried with that mirror. And basically you're just gonna do a regular fishtail braid with this section, like not even like a French fishtail braid, just a regular fishtail braid. So I'm just kind of working with all these tangles and kind of brushing them out with my fingers. And if you guys don't know how to do a fishtail braid, the best way I can explain that is that you have two sections of hair, and then you take kind of a small section from the outside of one and put it to the inside of the other, if that makes sense. There are a lot of tutorials, find them, but that's kind of the best way I would explain to do it. So depending on how long your hair is, I would suggest every so often, once you've kind of made, I would say 5 or 6 chunks of fishtail. I don't know if that makes sense. You're just going to want to kind of add some volume to your fishtail braid and pull out those chunks of it. I don't know when I'm doing that. Apparently I'm not doing that yet. But every so often, just kind of pull out chunks so that it's easier to kind of volumize it rather than doing it all at the end. If you have longer hair, it's just easier kind of doing it every so often. So right there, I'm just pulling out a few chunks, and I'm not taking too long on them, just kind of roughly pulling them out just to make it a little more voluminous. If you have thicker hair, it'll be a lot easier, but since I have thin hair, I kind of have to fake it a little. And so that's why with a day or 2 day old hair, it's a lot easier because it kind of gives your hair a lot more texture rather than freshly washed hair. So I'm almost at the bottom, and like I said earlier, I didn't have a hair tie. So now I'm just kind of stretching out those last few pieces, and I'm actually just going to use the ends of my hair as kind of a knot. And if you have split ends like this, it works really well. You're just going to kind of tie your hair in a knot and then grab some hairspray, and that's kind of how you can tie your hair in a pinch. So I'm just going to volumize the top, but that's pretty much it to the look. If you guys like it, please thumbs up this video and let me know down below. And if you guys want to see the makeup look, I will also link that down below. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.